I'm Jordan Kotler from Copley Girls Soccer, and you're watching Ohio Sports Net.
I'm Anna Haberchak from Copley Soccer, and you're watching Ohio Sports Net.
Leah Ruckle with the goal, Mackenzie O'Brien with the assist.
Hi, I'm Beth Moore. I play for Copley Soccer, and you're watching Ohio Sports Net.
Hi, I'm Kyla Ransom with Copley Girls Soccer, and you're watching Ohio Sports Net.
Hi, I'm Wally Sink, Copley Girls Soccer coach. You are watching Ohio Sports Net.
Goal scored by Logan Harvey. Goal scored by Brooke Brenner for Copley. for Wadsworth. Two minutes left in the second OT. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We are going to penalty kicks. Brooke Bowman scores on a PK. Amanda Davies scores for the Grizzlies. And Habitat scores for Copley. Leah Runkle with the goal. Gabby Daniel with the goal for Copley. Brittany Fulbright with the goal. And goal for Copley. Logan Hartley with the goal. Brooke Brenner with the goal for Copley. Allison Higgins with the goal for Wadsworth. Gordon Campbell with the goal for Copley. Save. Copley goalkeeper. Harry Ransom with the goal for Copley. Copley will move on to play the winner of Medina this Saturday at 3 p.m. Once again, Copley will be playing at Medina, 3 p.m. this Saturday.
How exciting of a game was it?
It was nerve-wracking. nerve-wracking. It was extremely exciting.
And then take me through the second half. You guys, it seemed like you were struggling all first half, but second half, what was said? Fly on the wall at halftime. You guys came out with such energy.
Our locker room, it was intense. Our coach definitely had some words for us, and we pulled it together, and we came back, scored some great goals, and finished the game.
Going through into the PKs then. Something interesting. You stepped up as one of the early shooters. Did you want that?
Yeah, I'm confident in shooting PKs, so it was just natural. And then I just had to relax, had to calm myself down and take each one individually.
And then once you get into the sudden death of the PKs, one-on-one. But then you did save the big one. How did that make you feel?
You can't even put it in words. It was so exciting.
Once that last ball goes in the back of the net, then what's going through your mind?
Get to Kyla. It was just, you gotta do it. You gotta go out there and cheer for your teams.
Got Medina next. Lost to him in the regular season. How much you guys gunning for him?
A lot. We want to win. We want to be the first team in a long time to win districts.
How exciting of a game was this?
There's not words to describe it. I played so many big games before, and this was probably the biggest out of them all.
Fly on the wall at halftime. What was said that you guys just came out 100 miles an hour faster?
It was intense, but it wasn't. It was positive, constructive. It was like, we can do this. That helps.
And even you get that quick goal, they scored right back, and you guys didn't even miss a beat.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've been struggling to realize that there's 80 minutes in a game, and I think we finally realized that today, and we took advantage of that.
A lot of bad blood between these two teams too. Can you think of a more exciting, dramatic way to end it?
I could not imagine. They're our new rivals, basically. I think they're bigger than Revere at this point.
Take me through all the way up into the PK session as well. You know, what's going through your guys' mind?
I was kind of thinking, I hope I can just do this without passing out, because I haven't been into overtime in a really long time. But it was really nerve-wracking, but I think we believed in our hearts that we could win it. So. I knew she was going to pick one that she wanted to save, and she was going to make that save, and that's all we could ask for.
And then when that last ball went in the back of the net, what was going through your mind?
I think I turned numb. I felt pretty numb. I didn't feel my legs running at all.
What does it say about the character and the resilience of your team to just keep coming back and pulling out what you did?
I mean, it says so much. I can't begin to describe how much I love them and how emotionally put into this team we've become after this game alone.
Next game is Medina. They got you in the regular season. How hungry are you for it?
Very hungry. We haven't won a district final since 1997, so we're trying to break history here.
It seemed like first half wasn't your game. Fly on the wall. What happened at halftime that you guys just came out guns blazing?
I just realized this is it. If we don't win, that's the end of our season. I realized I'm not ready to be done with high school soccer. We trained so hard for this. I don't want to waste it. I just got all built up, and I'm just we have to do this.
How about the resilience of your team too? You kept coming back. You scored early. They got one right back, but then you came all the way back, sent it to PKs.
We've always had trouble getting when we score, we usually get scored on right away. But after that happened, we just got our confidence, and we're we need this. We can do it. We just got as a team, and we just worked for each other to come back. I think as a team, we just realized how important this is for us, and we just wanted to do all we could to get back.
Take me into the PK session as well. How crazy, nerve-wracking, intense, everything emotionally was it for you?
It was really emotional. It's so nerve-wracking. At practice, we practiced a few times, so we just kept reminding each other, just pretend it's practice, calm down, clear your head. It's not as hard as you think it is. And we kind of just held each other's hands and just talked each other up, calming each other down, and just giving each other confidence to do what we know we already can do. I'm confident in Beth as a keeper. I've been playing with her since I was 5 on club in high school and Copley Cosmos. I know that she's capable of doing what she did.
And that last ball in the back of the net too. Take me through what you're feeling.
I started crying, just tears of joy, so relief. I knew we could have won the first time we played Wadsworth. I knew we could have won this game, and I just so happy that the results were ours. We won. We deserved it. We worked really hard for how the game ended.
District final rematch against Medina. They got you in the regular season. How bad do you want them?
I want to win so bad. I thought we played good for the most part in the beginning of the season, and we didn't even know how to play with each other yet. So I feel like going into the game on Saturday, we're going to play a lot better than we did the first time.
How big of a game was this, and how emotional was it coming down the wire?
Well, our coach told us before the game that Copley girls soccer has not made it past district semifinals in 10 years. So that added on to the pressure. Plus, Wadsworth was a big rival this season because we know that Leah was one of their top goal scorers, and we wanted to beat their team so bad.
How much resilience does this show your girls and the character of everything? You fell behind 2-0, fell behind 3-1, come back, force PKs, and win it there.
Perseverance. We wanted to win, and we kept in the game, and we didn't give up.
Fly on the wall. What was said at halftime that you guys came out just like 100 miles an hour second half?
Yo! See you later.
Motivational speech at halftime saying that we can come back from being 2 goals down. That's not a big deal. 1 goal will change the other team's mindset, and we can come back.
How nice is it having a player like Anna up front to create and score goals and everything when you're behind?
It's very nice. She does a lot for us and makes things happen, and that helps us a lot.
When you get into the PK sessions, it goes all the way through. How comforting is it having somebody like Beth there watching your back that all she needs to do is get one?
So comforting. Beth is an amazing goalkeeper, and we love having her there. She keeps us calm, and she keeps herself calm. That works.
And then you, when you step up to the spot right after she saved one, take me through. What was going through your mind?
Really, I was just thinking about where I was going to put the ball, and I was going to put it in the back of the net, and I wanted it in the corner.
You ever
And
been
I needed
happier?
to win it.
You ever been happier in your life?
No.
Get a rematch against Medina in the district final. How hungry are you for them?
Very. I have played with half of their team, and it's a big rivalry for me, and I'm ready to go.
Bad, you let down a little bit too much, but you know, you got to credit them. They never quit at 2-0, 2 down. They never gave up, and they kept attacking. I think during that lapse where we just kind of dropped off, they picked it up and started coming at us.
Well, the second half seems like they came out like gangbusters with pressure.
They did. They just didn't stop. They just kept coming straight through on us. And you know, we had an injury to one of our defenders, and you know, I don't think through the middle we didn't ever really recover. We were very disorganized for a while, and they took full advantage of it.
How about Havertz?
Great player. You know, what can say about her? I honestly thought 6 was more of a problem for us. I don't know her name off, Collier, I think it is. I thought she was much more of a problem with us. You know, she runs well off the ball and makes some good through balls, and she's got more pace than Havertz does. So overall, I think she was a bigger threat for us.
Coach changed the keepers for the PKs. Why is that?
Hannah asked to change out. She hadn't been in the situation before, and she didn't want to let anybody down. So she asked if Paige could take them. So that was the change we made.
Overall, how do you feel the game went? I mean, it seemed like the physicality kind of took over the second half, allowed them back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, tired legs. You know, we don't have a lot of depth on the team, and you know, what is that? 110 minutes, 115 minutes we played. That's a lot to ask of these girls, especially in a high intense game like that. I thought the first half we had. I mean, the game should have been ours and done and over with. But like I said, they didn't quit. They fought and came back, and they're not just going to say, okay, we're done. We're down 2-0.
Fly on the wall at halftime. What was said? What was said by you or your girls that second half we were a completely different team?
Well, I tell you, again, it was just an adjustment, just making, you know, we weren't getting out of the back quick enough. Initially, we wanted to just to keep shape, but then we forgot, you know, to get forward and to support the midfield. And our midfield was stuck making 60-yard runs. And then I wanted to have our outside wings drift a little bit and run at defenders. Because, you know, Anna Haverchak and Jordan Cutler and Amanda Revis, every single one of them are capable of breaking down defenders 1v1, and they're all confident and they can all strike a ball. So once we started doing that, started to find a little bit of rhythm in the game, it all opened up. You know, we got that first goal. I was a little concerned once they scored right away, came back, miscommunication in the back, but you know, they persevered better than any team I've ever been with here tonight. I mean, that's a huge growing coaching point, you know, coaching moment. They always thought they were going to win. It's that determination, and you're right. It's the resilience. It's how much do you have in you? And we said it before the game. Why have we trained the last 4 months? Why do we practice on Sundays? Why do we do fitness? Why do we have the schedule we have? It's because of this. Next 80 minutes. And in the locker room, it was, we'll either train tomorrow or we won't. It's up to you. That's it.
When you got into the PKs, how comforting is it having a player like Beth in goal that you know she's one save away from giving you a win?
Right. Well, Beth's, and obviously it's a little biased, but she's one of the best keepers too. I mean, she's got great hands, reads the game well, communicates well. I think she got caught flat one time, or miscommunication between the defense and her. But, you have a big body in there, and she's just so confident and comfortable, and she makes huge saves game in and game out. So, I knew, I should say, I was hoping that she'd make a big save, and I knew at some point it would come. I was just hoping that we would be consistent and continue to finish our penalties off. And it's a tough way to win or lose a game, So obviously I'm happy that we're on the winning end, but I do feel bad for Wadsworth.
And a perfect 7 for 7, and when Tyler's went in, what elation went through your mind?
I tell you what, it was almost like a storybook ending. Her mom's our assistant coach, and she has a hard time watching the penalties, so I tell her to turn around. And I never once, I knew she was going to score. And had she not, I would have said, oh, well, I thought she was going to score. But, I just knew, I felt it, when she walked up. And she's a confident girl, especially for a freshman. But those are some big shoes. You're sitting there and all you got to do is score a goal. And it's not as easy as you think from 12 yards out, especially when you're 14 years old. So, pure enjoyment. I mean, just the look on the girl's face and them enjoying it and celebrating it, it's priceless.
Medina now is next, district final. They got you in the regular season.
They did.
How much do you think your girls want them back?
I tell you what, it's, Medina always gives us fits. They're very organized. They have good pace, stretch the field very well. Doug does a good job with them over there. But, I think the difference between that game and this game is going to be preparation. We have them, we usually have them first game of the season. We had them second game of the season this year, and it's coming off of preseason, so it was tough. And we had a short preseason this year, and I probably didn't lay off them enough. That's the excuse that I'm going to use. So I'm hoping that we show up. I'm hoping that it means enough to them to want to win a district championship for the first time. I don't know. I think we won one in 1995, maybe. But we're here to make a statement, and we're here to stay. When I came in 4 years ago, the goal was to win district and regional and state championships. And I told them I need 4 years to do it. So hopefully I can stick to my word.